What up, guys? In today's video I'm just going to give my post-fight thoughts on yesterday's performance. You had Tony Bellew successfully defending his title against Flores with a third round TKO stoppage. Bellew has a record of he's won 28, lost 2 and 18 KOs. Flores has a record of 1-32, lost 3 and 20 KOs. What an impressive performance from Tony Bellew. You know, I was quite impressed with the way how he dissected and he broke down Flores. Flores has a very good amateur background and he's a very good boxer, but he didn't let him get into the rhythm. He came out swinging, starting really fast, and Bellew just caught him with them big heavy shots. They call him the bomber for a reason. It was a very interesting fight while it lasted. I thought he did very well to break him down with the body shots and then catching the top of his head and dropping him each time. I think it was he caught him quite a few times and dropped him, but it was a very, very good, impressive performance from Tony Bellew. I think the most interesting thing is the end of how he charged out of the ring at the end and went running over to David Haye and looking to take it on with David Haye next. Well, in my eyes, I think there's levels to this, and David Haye, regardless of what people say, David Haye's would be too much for Tony Bellew. I think it's a dangerous fight for Tony Bellew, and I can see Tony Bellew actually getting stopped by David Haye. David Haye's movement itself, you know, his lateral movement, the way he throws punches off angles, he's got quite decent defense as well. Tony Bellew seems to lack in that department of, you know, taking the shots on and coming at you. But someone like David Haye, who loves opponents coming at him so he can throw them, tee off on those big punches that he's got and those big haymakers and land them at will. That's what he'll be doing quite a lot in that fight, and that's how I can see David Haye actually knocking out Tony Bellew and stopping him. Same thing as when they said about Derek Chisora. You know, Derek Chisora is such a tough chin and so tough in general, and you know, he made one mistake of coming forward to David Haye. David Haye went on the back of the ropes, caught him with that left hook haymaker that he loves to throw, and look how he knocked him out. And that's someone like Derek Chisora, who went 12 rounds with Vitaly Klitschko, and he gave Vitaly Klitschko hell, and David Haye knocked him out in 5 rounds. So yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting fight if they do end up fighting, but I see David Haye actually producing the goods and stopping Tony Bellew. That's my thought. But yesterday's performance itself, there was a lot of needle between Flores and Tony Bellew, so I was really impressed with the way he performed, and also obviously him being David Haye's good mate, Flores. David Haye actually had Flores. He thought Flores will do it due to his stylistic wise of you know, his amateur background, and he can box really well. But Bellew looked like he was not going to be denied, and in front of his Liverpool fans, you know, he showed the reason why they call him the bomber. And I was quite impressed with, you know, how he landed the shots, and you know, everything started off with throwing the basic, when I was throwing the jabs, but then, you know, making sure he was going to the body and then dropping the left hooks or the right hooks, and it was quite impressive to see. But in general, if the big fight with David Haye does happen, I see the haymaker showing the reason why. You know, he was a former cruiserweight world champion. He also unified the division, but he's going to show the reason why. You know, they call him the haymaker for a reason. But let me know what you guys think. How do you see the fight going if Tony Bellew and David Haye get it on? Do you see Tony Bellew beating David Haye, or do you see David Haye just being too much for him? Remember to subscribe to the YouTube page, Triple B Boxing TV. Thank you.